Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Dampier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fowler.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Handoff to the single running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
To throw, it's Murphy. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a cure.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. To the air. It's Dampier. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Trojans send out the punt unit. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Let's go! Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, USC.
the defense sets the tone early in this football. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Craver. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He'll get rid of it. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right now.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides to back on the option to give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Moore will throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And his offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This would be huge right before the half.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Now on the move. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. And the Trojans head quickly to the line. The give to the tailback. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the returner will be dragged down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On the move. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 7 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heisman's.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Rushes on him, and that ball's on the ground behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Wants to throw on third down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making adjustments. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense. Understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Extending the play. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose, and the defense got to it. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Moore will throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buying some time. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the lone running back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Grant behind the line. It's Jordan. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Moore to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking for room. It's Hill. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They try to get it outside on the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback keeps it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Casper. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Got it behind the line. It's Green. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tulsa is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about all along Route 66 for some time. They're up 14 over the Groupers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job.
Run to the right.
want? On the ground or through the air?
No, I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the ground, it's Jordan. There he goes.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. The short hands, it's Jordan. The Trojans get enough for the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the run, still looking. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Creates a little space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Hey, fourth and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's first and 10 again. To the ground. He's got it again. And a really relatively short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Unloads to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to fire deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
He'll pull it down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Complete to start this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. third down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Making side adjustments here. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Trojans want to move quickly. Leaves it with the back. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on.